With another fucking King Caleb rankings of these fucking positions we got going on. I'm gonna do tight ends, offensive tackles, and interior linemen for this one. Get it all out the way. This might be a more boring one, especially with the linemen. It's like I'm not watching lineman tape. I'm gonna be fucking real with you guys. So it's just from what I've seen in games and then what I hear from people, how they test out, I guess. Not really, but just what I feel like. Sometimes you just have those hunches, if you will, because people can overanalyze film all they want and still be wrong. So, starting off with tight ends, the position I'm more interested in and intrigued in out of these lists we're going to be doing today. Very deep class. I feel like anyone that needs a tight end can get a tight end in this draft. So. I wanted to do an honorable mention, but I'm lazy as fuck. You're gonna see later with the linemen pros and cons. I limited to just like one thing, and the comps. I don't even know who half these people are. But yeah, some honorable mentions. Jelani Woods out of Virginia, Jake Ferguson, Wisconsin, Cade Otton, Washington, Greg Dulcich, however the fuck you say his name, out of UCLA, had a great game against LSU. If you guys remember that one. Who else? I got some lists also. Cole Turner out of Nevada might do something. Chigaze Makwanu out of Maryland, maybe. I don't even know if I said that name right. Forgive me. So yeah, I could have made 5 more people. James Mitchell out of Virginia Tech, but I think with who I have, I've seen them the most and like them the most and think they have the most upsides and shit like that. Starting off with Charlie Kohler out of Iowa State. Big, tall, rangy, tight end, good hands, good catch radius. But he doesn't play to his size with his strength. He's not that good of a blocker. He pretty good, but not great. Limited route running tree. So when I put route running, it's not that they can't run routes per se, but he's not, doesn't have great feet work and all that shit. So Cole Kmet, former Notre Dame tight end, is a very good comp I got. Of course, he's with the Bears now. I liked him coming out of college, so I think this is a good comp. 5th round projection, could be higher, could be lower. I think with the right team, he has all the tools to be a productive tight end. Number 4, I got my boy Jeremy Ruckert out of the Ohio State. Got him as a 3rd to 4th round projection, depending on, again, when these tight end needy teams really want a tight end, because he can be a starting tight end right away. I feel like in this league, great hands, soft hands. The one-handed catches against Alabama and Wisconsin. Very good blocker, willing blocker. He improved every year. Again, though, with the route tree, being a man who's watched all of his games, it's not that he can't run routes. He's pretty good route runner. Just it's a limited route tree. We didn't utilize him really at all. So he has a lot of untapped potential, and his acceleration, run after the catch. He's not going to burn you. He's not going to run for big yards after the catch, but he can pick up some first downs for you. So a good comp is Dalton Schultz out of Dallas. Get another good tight end, well-balanced tight end. In this here league, we're going to be zooming past all these fucking people. Isaiah Likely out of Coastal Carolina. I like him a lot. Again, another 3rd to 4th round pick. Good hands. Very good acceleration. I think he's probably the quickest tight end out of the people that I have here. Blocking is an issue in his focus, cutting routes, looking up, doesn't have his hands already out for the catch, shit like that. Nothing too drastic that I think he can't be coached up. Delaney Walker is a good one because he's a very good, as opposed to Ruckert, a very good guy with the ball in his hands, very good after the catch. Delaney Walker was probably one of the better tight ends ever doing that. I don't want to, have some giant proclamations, but Delaney Walker was very good at that. Played many different positions with the H-back and the Y-back tight end roles when he was with San Fran, and then obviously with the Titans. So I like that comp a lot that I saw. Number 2, I got Jalen Wademeyer out of Texas A&M. I don't know what, he's been all over the place. Coming in, people thought he could have been even a first-round pick. But he's went down some boards, so I got him as a second or third round pick. I think the talent's still there. I usually pick talent, like if I see it over more polished. You know, if it's a lot of talent and not that many cons. I didn't see too many. He needs to get better catching consistently this year. He had a lot of drops, so obviously that's why he's plummeted. Blocking isn't really there. Great catch radius, though. Great agility. Very good route runner for a tight end. I wanted to say Eric Ebron with the hands thing, but I also saw Jermaine Gresham comp coming out of Oklahoma, the former tight end out of Cincinnati. So I kind of like that comp better. Just their playing styles and their builds. But if you want to say Eric Ebron, you could say that as well for the comp for Jalen. Like him a lot, though. And then number one, it's the consensus that I've been seeing, for the most part, in Trey McBride. And I think Wademeyer and Likely might have a better upside than him, but McBride is way more NFL ready right now, way more balanced, complete tight end. Great blocking, great hands. That's kind of what you'd want in a tight end, especially nowadays. He lacks the speed and the acceleration, very stiff too with his movements, almost Jason Witten-like, which I almost wanted to compare him to. But Austin Hooper, a more modern version, is a good comparison for me personally. Now we're going on to tackles. Again, speeding on. We got Bernhard Raymond out of Central Michigan, former tight end, as we transition, very smooth transition. First or second round pick, depends on how needy these people want for tackles. Now, of course, his pro is athleticism, because being a former tight end, he can run little outside zones, he can hit the ends, corners, whatnots. I'm just going to be saying a lot of bullshit for these linemen. I'm not going to hoe you guys. But but since he's being new to position, he needs to learn technique, footwork, hands, placements, all that shit. Sebastian Vollmer is a former tight end from Houston back in the early aughts, the 2000s, who got drafted by the Patriots. Very good comp. There's been a lot of tight ends that have switched to tackles. So that's why I just picked that one. Thank you, NFL.com. Number 4, Trevor Penning out of Northern Iowa. First round pick, I got him because it's a high demand position. Nice bend, very athletic for his size, and great strength. His cons are move. He doesn't really move too much. Kind of stone feet, if you will. Riley Reef is a good comparison out of Washington, I believe he's still. Is he still on the Washington Commanders, folks? No, he's on the Bengals now. No, he's undrafted. He's a fucking free agent right now. He was on the Bengals last year. Played with the Vikings and Lions. Who the hell am I thinking of for the Commanders? I don't care. So yeah. 3, I got Charles Cross, as you already saw 2 with Akem, but Charles Cross out of Mississippi State, another first round pick. All these guys are, for the most part, going to be first round picks, tackle wise. That's why I didn't want to do like a whole top 10. I don't, care about all those people. Shout out to Nicholas Petit Ferrer, though, my boy out of the. Probably be second, third round pick for him. But yeah, good strength, good hands. He can get up in ya. Not too athletic. If you watch the tape with my man Sam Phillips, I want to say, out of Ole Miss, if he gets with a athletic end, it might be an end for him. He'll look somewhat exposed, you could say. Scotty Phillips, no, that's a running back. But yeah, he can kind of. I mean, if an athletic guy is gonna be on his side, he might get beat here and there, but I think he's really a solid safe tackle. You can get Tristan Wirfs is a good comp that I saw, once again, NFL.com. Shouts out to him. Ikem Ekwonu at NC State. Flexibility, very versatile, can play tackle or guard. If you have him as your number 1, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna be upset. Cons, his coordination, his foot and hand work aren't very gelled up. That's why the Kalichi Melee comp is a good one, because he's also a very athletic tackle who can also play guard. Plays more guard really nowadays, but unless I'm spewing shit at my ass again, because I really don't care about these linemen like that. But first, we got Evan Neal out of Alabama. I think he's just the most safest, probably draft pick in this whole draft. You know, very good technique, great blocker, pass, run. Marcus McNeil, former Chargers tackle, if you're a nerd like that, perennial Pro Bowler, I believe. Unless, again, I'm just making up shit, which in the comments you could tell me how much of an idiot I am for not knowing any of this shit. Lineman-wise, 2-time Pro Bowler, no 06, no 07. But, yeah. I'm looking up the Ole Miss guy. It's Philip something or Sam something. But yeah, good. His feet need work, I guess. I don't think it's a terrible problem. Again, I believe all these guys could get coached up. So yeah, that he's gonna be top 5 pick, just like Ikem and Charles. You've been seeing him drop a little bit more, but I don't think it's gonna be too drastic. Looking up the defensive guy. Once I see his fucking name, I'll know. Sam Williams, dear God. Sam Williams, DN. So watch out for him. He'll be an honorable mention when I do my DNs. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna zoom past this again. Dylan Parham out of Memphis added a lot of weight. I got him as a 3rd round pick. He's been everywhere. I've heard people not even fucking draft him. I don't know. Good balance. Good. As you see him bending, good bend for a guard. Lacks technique, though. He needs to get the feet and the hands moving to block people. Andy Laverty is a good comp via NFL.com. Don't know who the fuck he is. Tyler Smith out of Tulsa. This is the most uneducated rankings you'll see, because I really don't care about linemen like that. Very valuable. You need them. The top guys I'll know about and I'll hear about them. But I'm just not scouting these guys like that. I'm sorry. Receivers, quarterbacks, corners, all that, yes. But the big uglies in the trenches, I'm sorry. But he has good power, though. Good power for his position. Good balance. Trey Smith is a good comp, who I do know, and I did like out of Tennessee last year. Don't know why. Well, obviously the injury is why he fell so far. But he was projected to be a 1st-round pick before getting hurt, but now he's doing good things with Kansas City. Tyler Smith, I feel like he doesn't have that injury, so he'll probably be what he should have been, and it's a 1st or 2nd-round pick. Number 3 is Kenyon Green at Texas A&M. Like him a lot. Again, people are up and down on him. I think he can still be a 1st-round pick. Great power. Lacks lateral movement, so he's not going to be, doing all those power runs, jet runs. Got to pull the guard over here. Richie Incognito is a very interesting comp I saw on NFL.com. I don't know if you guys believe that. I don't know. It kind of... I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I just wasn't like, oh yeah, I see that. But, yeah, I think he's going to be very impactful for whatever team picks him up. Zion Johnson out of Boston Falcon College. He's rising upwards. Very good, athletic, powerful guard. I can see it. So that's why I got him as a 1st-round pick. I wasn't even questioning the 2nd-round pick. Very good leverage, good bend for a guy as big as him. Is my bullshitting working? Are you guys convinced yet? And the cons is the redirection quickness. That was the biggest thing I saw on NFL.com, which I guess, I guess if the guy's scrambling around, you're going to maybe hold a little bit or not get to the guy, but whatever. Larry Warford is the comp there. Who cares? And Tyler Linderbaum, for me, is a very good, I feel like, top 20 player in this draft. He's undersized, I guess. That's why we got the Jason Kelsey comp. Great technique, though, man, for what he is. A lot of people say he can't play guard. Try it out. Fuck it. Who cares? Coach him up. I think he gets it. Doesn't have a good drive base, but who really knows what the fuck that is? So that's gonna do it for me. For me, this might be my quickest fucking video with 3 positions. You'll see D tackle linebackers, and then corners and safeties in the other video, and then we'll be done with that, and then we'll have fucking the mock drafts ready. King Kaleb Normal Podcast will be back some fucking time. This has been your boy King Kaleb here, signing the fuck out.